Yo, what is going on, guys? I am super hyped to be bringing you a video on Miraidon EX. This card is so cool. I personally played through Violet, so I was able to get Miraidon. He's my favorite box legendary from this new generation. Not only is he my favorite, he is a very powerful with the Tandem Unit ability. This ability says once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic lightning Pokemon and put them directly onto your bench. So one Miraidon EX allows you to set up your entire board with ease. It is ridiculously powerful of an ability. It sets up crazy fast and hits like a truck with Photon Blaster. Its attack does 220 damage, and during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. So this is probably your best attacker in the deck, but we can use Tandem Unit to grab other alternate attackers like Pachirisu. I like this little one of Pachirisu card because it has a solid attack every one discharge, which does 20 damage for each of your benched lightning Pokemon. So you fill your bench full of lightning Pokemon, which is very easy with Miraidon, and then it has a very low energy cost. That's the biggest thing. It's a low energy cost, and it can trade pretty favorably into other single prize focused decks. So it gives you another route to going around those single prize Pokemon, as well as a Raikou V. Raikou V has the Lightning Rondo, which does more damage for each of your bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. So this can stack up to huge numbers, and it has a good ability in Fleet-Footed, which just allows you to draw a card while it's in the active spot. Very good. But none of these cards would be as good without Regieleki VMAX. The Transistor ability allows your basic lightning Pokemon's attacks to do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And this ability stacks, by the way. So if you have 2 Elekis in play, that's an extra 60 damage in play for your Miraidon. So that means you're doing 280, which is perfect math for V-Stars, which is wild. And you can't forget Regieleki V, because it's actually a really solid attacker, and this lightning wall attack that you take 100 reduced damage next turn is great into matchups like Lost Box. So all of the lightning Pokemon in this deck are incredibly powerful. We also have cards like Klefki with the Mischievous Lock, which locks the abilities of basic Pokemon in play as long as it's in the active, so it can be detrimental to our own strategy, but it can also slow our opponent down. I'm also playing one Drapion V for the Mew matchup, as well as a Radiant Greninja because it's just a great board-based draw card. Now, arguably the best card in this deck is Electric Generator. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and attach up to 2 basic lightning Pokemon to your 2 basic lightning energy to your benched lightning Pokemon in any way you like. This is an incredible way to accelerate extra energy into play without the use of any ability, which is very nice, which is why we play a steep 14 energy in the list. The rest of the list is fairly straightforward. It's mainly an Arven focused list where I'm playing multiple copies of Arven, which allow you to search for an item and a tool card in your deck, which is very nice because nowadays tools are not items. That is a new change in the Scarlet and Violet era. But we have lots of incredible tool cards like Choice Belt, which allow us to hit VMAX numbers. We have EXP Share, which is great for allowing us to chain attackers, as well as Force Seal Stone, which allows us to grab any card we want from our deck. Since this deck does not play any other V-Star power, as we can see, it's an incredible card to be playing in this list since we play a couple counts of Arven. The rest of the list is fairly straightforward with lots of ball search, a few switching options, as well as Beach Court, which gives our basic Pokemon free retreat. This is an amazing, or not free retreat, 1 less retreat, but all of our basic Pokemon have 1 retreat, so it essentially gives them free retreat. So this is an incredible card that is new to the Scarlet and Violet era. It's pretty splashable as well, so I really like it as a great pivot option. The rest of the supporters fairly straightforward. Boss, Judge, Draw supporters, Serena, the typical culprits of a deck. So I really like this deck. It's all gas. It's no brakes. It is my kind of deck. Let's get into some games. So this list is a very vanilla, straight up, just a hyper consistent. There are a lot of 4-ofs of cards, just a really standard Miraidon EX deck list. Now, the main reason I wanted to play just like a standard deck list for you guys first is I really want to test this deck to its limits, see what I like, what I don't like in this straightforward list, and then from there, I take out cards I do and don't like, so I have room for other tech options because, I mean, Lightning has so many incredible Pokemon, and now with Miraidon, it's easier than ever to splash them into the deck. And it's not just Pokemon, it's also trainer cards, because there are some cards I've been wanting to consider adding, maybe like trekking shoes, to make this deck even more turbo than it already is. But first, before I do that, I want to try more just a straight up list, and then we go from there. So, yo, our opponent is playing Darkrai V-Star! This is, I'm scared. Because I actually really like this deck post-rotation, and I'm excited because I will be playing this deck for you guys here soon on the channel. I'm a huge fan of Darkrai. In case you guys couldn't tell, I just started geeking out real quick. I will take an extra card, and that's all we need to set up. That's literally all we need to set up, guys. This is crazy. Look, we have one Miraidon, and we're just good to go. That's so nuts! Look at this. We grab the Miraidon. We have all of our Elekis in deck. I'm going to go all so I can see all my Pokemon. We have 2 Elekis, which is all we really need. I also have Choice Belt if I need to. Yeah, we're looking kind of good. We've got 3 generators. The stones are good. We can go like this, get out our Miraidon. Then I use Tandem Unit. The main reason I'm using Tandem Unit first before I concealed cards is because if I draw into an Eleki V off concealed cards, I mean, cool, right? But I could have just grabbed it off Tandem Unit. Instead, I would like to see something else off that concealed cards, maybe like an Electro Generator or something like that. I kind of want to grab double Miraidon here. Or Miraidon Eleki. Because I go Miraidon Eleki, then I use the other Miraidon to get... Because it's Miraidon, Eleki. I want double Eleki, so I use the second Miraidon to get something else. Potentially... Because I don't play any other Pokemon like... I don't play any other, like, yeah, I think that I grabbed this. I think this is the way to go. Because now that I have this, I can use the second Tandem Unit to grab a Regieleki, my other Regieleki, and the Raikou, who is a really good attacker in this matchup, because our opponent also wants to fill up their bench. And just like that, full board, 1 Nest Ball, guys. 1 Nest Ball just got me my entire board set up. If that's not the most cracked thing of all time, I don't know what is. I'm going to do something crazy and hit this generator first, because we hit 2. The main reason I wanted to generate, oh my gosh, the main reason I wanted to generator first is because I've got more energy in my deck right now, right? If I use concealed cards and draw into energy, yeah, cool, right? But I currently have more energy in my deck than I do after I concealed cards, right? Because if I draw into energy, I'll have it in my hand, not in my deck. Wow, that was really broken. I think I just attached to my Miraidon here and pass. I can conceal cards. Let's draw a few cards. Let's not forget everything. And we draw into... Oh my gosh, this hand is so broken. Oh my gosh, we have Beach Court for retreat. We've got 2 Regieleki VMAXs. Guys, 1 Nest Ball, 1 Ball Search got me this entire board. I am geeking out right now. It's so sick. I'm sorry, I'm a huge, huge fan of this deck. And this deck is actually really easily obtainable just by playing the game. You get these Miraidons off the, what is it called? The Battle Pass. So, really easy to get it. Our opponent does have Malevolent Charge. Ooh, very powerful. Accelerating extra energy into play. Darkrai V-Star, in case for those of you who don't know, it does extra damage for each dark energy in play. The Darkrai V-Star. So he stacks a bunch of energy via these Moltres. These Moltres get energy back from the discard pile, and so he just blows up a whole bunch of energy into play, and then they go from there. So, really, really solid deck. Yo, this dark animation for dark types. Look at this field. Looks really solid. Really, really cool. I'm a big fan of the effects in the game, although I still can't get used to the cards facing me. That's still really weird, I'm not gonna lie. And our opponent does rip a big fat research. Really digging in the deck, trying to find resources like dark patches, dark energy to throw away, so on and so forth. Trekking shoes, pretty sweet. Yep, he hits an energy too. Oh, he's a mad lad, guys. Absolute mad lad. Now, we know our hand isn't getting disrupted, so I know I am guaranteed an attack. Off this Miraidon. If he doesn't bench another Darkrai, our opponent is so cooked. No way they have no way they got 2 energy off this, right? 1, 2. Oh my gosh, my opponent is popping! Our opponent is having just as cracked of a turn 1 as we did. What's up with this? What is happening? Oh my gosh. Oh, and the pass. We're going to be able to absolutely smoke this Darkrai V-Star, guys. We've got 1. We've got 2. Who's counting? I'm counting. I'm going to power up this right here. I kind of want to Arven here and see if I can get an Electro Generator. We'll get Electro Generator. I have Belt, although I don't need it. I'm going to grab Force Seal Stone because that gives me a potential. I could grab EXP Share to help Chain. But I like Force Seal Stone. Arven is just top tier because we play so many different tool cards. I want it here, so I always have the option to get out of a bad hand if I need it. We're going to Generator, and we hit 1. Oh my gosh. We'll start powering up our next Miraidon. Holy good gosh, this is cracked. Here, concealed cards. Discard 1, draw 2. I can find a boss, which I don't need right now. But I have Beach Court for the free retreat on, or the take the retreat off. We have to retreat into the Miraidon, and then we are going to absolutely fry this Darkrai V-Star! Oh my gosh! Yo, this is so crazy. This is actually nuts. More energy is always welcomed. If my opponent does end up taking a knockout on us this next turn, he does 190 actually with this, and only... It does 50 for each prize card, so it's only 120 here. So, a Choice Belt doesn't help him get the knockout here. Yo, that's insane! This deck is just hyper consistent. It's super easy to play. I mean, it's wild. If he ever does attack us with these baby Moltres, we can respond in kind with our single prize attacker, our Pachirisu, because our Pachirisu should and can actually take the KO on one of these Moltres, which is why I have in the deck, because it trades really effectively against other low HP single prize Pokemon as well. So he just needs an attach return and he can get off an attack, but can you... This has been a serious onslaught from Miraidon, guys. I don't know if my opponent can even come back. He does have the Choice Belt, but it doesn't matter because Choice Belt only applies to V Pokemon. Can it... It doesn't show me. Status effects? Choice Belt, there it is. It only applies to Pokemon V, and since I am a Pokemon EX, it does not matter. Whoa, guys. Oh, he gets another Darkrai down? Okay. Now, I'm kind of inclined to actually chase down the Darkrai, considering that thing, he gets double Darkrai. So actually, it doesn't matter anymore. If he put down only 1 Darkrai, it's better to chase that down, because Darkrai has the damage output to be able to take big one-shots, so... Ultra Ball, so much dark energy in the discard pile. So if my opponent gets Dark ooh. My opponent preemptively grabbed that, so I'm actually kind of inclined to judge that Darkrai V-Star out of his hand. Trekking Shoes, I like that. I really like that. That's actually a really spicy tech card. Leading with this single prize Pokemon, allows him to get 2 trainer cards. I'm here for it. Okay, it is our turn. We are here. We are top tier. I'm going to always attach my energy here, and I'm just going to probably retreat and save this. There's no reason not to. I don't think it really matters chasing down the Darkrai's at this point because I just need another 2 prize cards after this. I'm going to conceal cards, discard, draw 2. Amazing. I have free retreat, and the reason I'm retreating is I don't want to give up 2 free prize cards. I'm going to force him to either find the boss or just knock this thing out. I kind of like having the boss's orders in my hand, guys, so I can, if he promotes the Moltres, I can use boss's orders to chase down a Darkrai. So I actually don't want to judge. Even though I know he has the V-Star in hand, I think it's actually better not to judge. Although I do have Force Seal Stone here, so I could always just grab it, right? Decisions, I know. I'm actually inclined to do that. You know what? Let's see if we can, let's go Drapion Judge here. I'm not going to grab anything. I'm just going to thin those cards out of my deck. And then we are just going to judge. I have Force Seal Stone. No, I already used it. Oh, then I'm getting punished. Ah, never mind. We drawn to double boss. Oh, guys, you don't watch me for good plays, right? I don't know what I'm doing. What did I use? What did I grab that with? What did I grab with that? It must have been something great, because I'm doing amazing things right now. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But if we didn't have our boss's orders in hand, We also have Serenas in the deck, so I have like 4 boss's orders in total in the deck. So the odds that we potentially draw into something, pretty dang solid. Now, this Moltres is hitting for 220 damage right now. Now that I've down to 4 prize cards, this Moltres is actually really, really threatening as a single prize attacker. My opponent has dark patches. We judge them, so let's see. Yes, I'm judging you, opponent. Let's see if double dark patch. Oh, I judged them into the nuts. The absolute gnar. But let's see if they can get anything else going off that. The judge might have disrupted them enough. Trekking shoes, okay. Our opponent sees at least 2 cards there. Chose to grab it. There's the Darkrai V-Star. Oh my gosh. Yo, the Darkrai's getting really scary. He could potentially grab double Dark Patch back. He's got 3 energy in the discard pile. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus base is 9 times 3 is 270. Oh my gosh. Yo, wait, I'm scared. He could potentially knock out one of these VMAXs. That's crazy. Darkrai really, really ramps up in the late game. It's a pretty scary deck. It's also fairly turbo. There's the V-Star power. Double Dark Patch, probably going to go to the next Darkrai V. Oh, powering up the Moltres. Are they going to retreat? Did they not find... Do they not have a Dark Energy in hand? Okay, they do. I was going to say. Yeah, this Malevolent Charge Moltres, Fiery Wrath, does take the knockout. Once again, guys, we have a free pivot with our our Regieleki V. Guys, they're all our names, okay? They're all the same. Yeah, we could just attach, I guess here we've got the boss's orders in hand. That is game. Yeah, we can just retreat into our... Yeah, I haven't used Star Alchemy. I was going to say, I didn't think I did. So you know what? It was grayed out because it was my opponent's turn. Like I said, guys, I'm still getting used to all the new stuff that's going on PTCG Live. And currently, as you can see, we're doing 280 damage. I'm going to chase down the big Darkrai V-Star, and that is going to be game, guys. This deck is all gas, no brakes, and I am here for it, man. I absolutely am obsessed with Miraidon. Gosh, I gotta be honest. I'm playing this deck all the time now. Alright, let's get in here, guys. I'm super hype. I love this deck. It is so cool. I've been waiting for this deck to come out for quite some time now. We do lose the coin flip. Way of the road, guys. We still win these. Alright, our opponent is going to go first. Let's see if we can make Miraidon absolutely pop off here. This isn't the kind of hand that makes a Miraidon deck pop off. Although, if my opponent is playing Miraidon themselves, with the Lightning Sleeves, which they are, my Klefki's Mischievous Lock completely shuts down their tandem unit ability. Although they do have a Regieleki ready to go, which is unfortunate, but, you know, way of the road. Yeah, they cannot tandem unit, so the Klefki in the deck is already putting in mad work, ability locking basics. I am here for it. Like I said, it is a bit detrimental to our deck, but it is also very nice to slow our opponents down. We do have a Nest Ball to get our own. Yeah, okay, that's all she wrote. Let's go. We get a Serena as well. Okay, well, we can go Nest Ball here. And we can always get out... I am going to Serena for sure. The question is, what do I grab off this? I think I just grabbed the Miraidon, right? Yo, I want to grab the shiny one. It won't let me grab the shiny one. I want this one. Game. It won't let me swap it. Ugh. Come on, bro. I need that shiny one. I think I still grab the Miraidon and find a way to pivot out of this. I think that's the way to go. Yeah, we're going to do this. And then we're going to Ultra Ball. Now, how many... I need 2 Regieleki VMAXs. I didn't deck check because I'm bad at the game. We're going to go like this. We're going to go here. I'm going to grab my... I've got 2 in the deck. Okay, that's all I need, which is great. We're definitely going to grab an Regieleki V here. Now, I kind of want to attach active, I'm not going to lie. I can always equip here. But then, you know what? Let's go for the Serena. Let's see what we get off the Serena here. Okay, well, we're getting fairly set up despite not having our abilities, which is actually really cracked. I can grab another Regieleki here, which is amazing. I don't need the second stone. Do I even need the tandem unit at this point? I don't think I do. I think I've successfully been able to play through the... I am going to bench the Raikou, because Raikou can be pretty good here. I'm going to attach to the Miraidon. Do I go Miraidon, though, or do I go Raikou? Because Raikou can... If he fills his bench, because I do 120, not as much, but if I get my VMAXs out, then it's a different story. It's kind of tough. I'm going to attach to Miraidon, though. I think it's probably best to attach there. And then I'm just going to pass. I think I've got a pretty solid board. And despite having myself Klefki locked, which was really good, that we were able to slow our opponent down. But I have Forest Seal Stone equipped, so this next turn I could use Star Alchemy to grab myself something like a Research and really dig into the deck to get myself ahead in this matchup. Yeah, in the mirror match, this Klefki is nuts, dude. That was... Oh, and the pass again! Let's go! Oh, and we get a Switch Cart. That is so cracked. So, I can switch into my Regieleki since it has free retreat. It will have free retreat, should I say, if I get the VMAX. This is tough now, because I kind of need... I kind of was going to Ultra Ball it away to get the VMAX. But now I have the Switch Cart, which means I don't have to attach the active. Although I do have Beach Courts in the deck. I'm going to Ultra Ball. I'm going to go for the Ultra Ball here. I'm going to grab myself the Regieleki VMAX. We're going to evolve here. And then I'm just going to rip the Force Seal Stone, Star Alchemy, and get myself... I love having a V-Star power in this deck. It's so good. I'm going to grab myself a Research here. Let's dig into the deck. Let's see what we can find here. Beach Court is incredible. Unfortunately, we are going to be whiffing, it looks like. Gosh, I should have attached to the Raikou. Punished! That's okay. Our opponent didn't do much themselves, so I'm actually not too concerned, honestly. I can always EXP share one of these. I guess I can put the EXP share here. That's not terrible. We can go here, and then I can always attach my energy here, so I have an attack next turn. And I'm just going to pass. I think we're looking solid, guys. Our opponent still hasn't done anything with since they've been ability locked. They also haven't been able to find themselves a draw supporter, which is amazing. They are, unfortunately, slowly but surely powering up this Regieleki V. So this thing can become pretty threatening since it will have 300 hit points here and, well, right now. But, I think I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good here because we have Choice Belt in hand as well. So all I need is one energy, guys, and we are chilling. Now, the best part about Regieleki is this. Free retreat, guys. I can promote it with such confidence. It's crazy. I'm going to Nest Ball, thin my deck out, grab out my Miraidon because he is definitely the, look at this big boy. He is amazing. Now, I don't necessarily need Beach Court anymore, and it gives my opponent free retreat, so I don't even think I want the Beach Court out, but I need Choice Belt. I need Choice Belt here, and I need energy. Guys, I just need one energy off this. You telling me I don't get an energy off this? Yeah, easy. Easy! Now we can go here. That's 3 energy. We're doing 3. Oh my gosh. I can tandem unit as well, just to thin my deck out and grab something. Do I even need the other Miraidon? I feel like I want to leave that bench spot for a potential Greninja or something like that. So I'm actually just gonna fail the tandem unit. I'm gonna free retreat into my Miraidon, and just like that, Photon Blaster. Right? How much is this doing? That's doing 210. Yeah, but with the 210 plus 210, why is that? I thought it was 220. Oh, the attack is doing 210. I was like, wait a second. No, I'm still getting used to PTCGO because technically it does 220 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 from the Choice Belt, so that's 290, doing a total of 310 damage, right? But it also factors in his damage reduction, which means he goes down to 210, so I do get the knockout. I'm still getting used to all the new things about PTCGO, but that was 310 damage, guys. That's so crazy. And we get a generator off the prize cards. Let's go. This deck is so good, guys. It's so good. I have boss's orders as well to chase down his Miraidon. Now, at this point in the game, I really don't need much else, right? I'm super set up. Now that my opponent's finally getting going, that's fine, but we're kind of already set for success. Not only do I have an EXP share on my Raikou, so that my Raikou can get going, but I have Electro Generators in my hand, so I can also start powering up my backup Miraidon. And it's never a problem. Electro Generator only accelerates to the bench, right? But it's never a problem because Aleki's got free retreat. You always just throw this bad boy in the active. It's so crazy. You just throw the Aleki in the active, and then you can always Electro Generator to the bench, and then free retreat out. The deck just has so much synergy. I really love this deck, guys. I'm a huge fan of decks that just go vroom, and this deck does exactly that. This is so crazy. And the pass our opponent whiffs. Let's absolutely go. Now, I don't need this. I don't really need. Well, let's see what we hit off this generator. Nothing. Whoa, okay. Okay, Michael. Nothing off the generator. That's fine. My opponent has a full bench. I'm going to have a full bench here soon. I think Raikou is definitely really solid here. Raikou definitely will do the trick. But I'm going to start but I do need to get an attacker off. I do need to get an attack off, should I say. Because I have to retreat, right? But I have rope boss, I guess. That's definitely the play. We're going to rope out here. And our opponent's going to probably feed us this Pachi. There's the Pachirisu. We just promote this. And just like that, we've gone around the downside of not being able to do this twice in a turn. Gosh, guys, this deck is so cracked. It's so good. And then we just retreat back out into our Miraidon. I have the boss's orders. I'm going to start preemptively attaching here. I like this. Let's keep powering up the Miraidon. And then I think I'm just going to chase down this Aleki. It's the last Pokemon he has that can get really big. So I think I'm going to chase down this bad boy. And then, yeah. I could even bench the Aleki, but like I said, I feel like I don't need it. And then we're just going to go Photon Blaster 310. This deck does so much damage. It's so good. I'm really obsessed with this deck, guys. I don't know. We get Pachirisu off the prize cards. Definitely not terrible. Yo, we're going to finish this game off with a Pachirisu. That would be so good. So we do, right, it's 20 for each bench Pokemon. Bench Lightning Pokemon. So it's total 110... plus another 60, so we couldn't finish anything off quite yet with the Pachirisu, but the Raikou is going to attack. Down goes the Raikou. We do have Arven, which can get us an Electro Generator. Actually, you know what? Does it matter? Because the EXP share allows us to chain the Raikou, attach energy. Raikou just attacks for game. Yeah. Oh, the Lightning Rondo doesn't even KO because we don't have a benched Pokemon. Yo, that's so amazing. What the heck? Now, I do need to retreat out, guys. Keep that in mind. So we are going to go Arven here to get Electro Generator. No more tools in the deck. And then I'm going to hit this Electro Generator because I'm insane at the game. Oh, that's right. We hit those. We hit those. We'll go to our next Miraidon here. I'll attach, since Miraidon is the star of the show, let's get this Miraidon going, guys. Bam, we can slap that down. Not like it really matters, actually. But we just pay our 1 retreat cost to go into our next Miraidon, and we are going to smoke this Raikou V. Oh my gosh. This deck, it could have gone any more perfect, actually. That is exactly what I wanted to do. I am here for it, guys. You guys gotta play this deck. It is so good. If you guys haven't made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. You are absolutely top tier. And if you like the video, drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out here on the channel. And I also have a lot of great content coming out for you guys now that Scarlet and Violet is finally here. I have so many fun decks to cover here on the channel. And if you want to play this exact deck list, I have the deck list down in the description below. So you can just copy it, import it right into your game, and it's nice and easy for you to play this exact deck list. I highly encourage you guys to pick this up. The Miraidons are really easy to obtain through the Battle Pass, and the deck is strong, it's consistent, and it's a really, I would say it's a fairly easy strategy to pick up, learn, understand, and really tackle to do well on the ladder, or if you're taking this deck to your locals. So, thank you guys so much for watching again, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.